Buckley 3, Prestatyn Town 2. The run comes to an end. You must be disappointed after that, Gibbo.
Yeah, I'm extremely disappointed in the manner of the defeat more than anything, because I felt I didn't feel it was deserved. On the balance of the game and on the balance of how our lads have worked today to get a result. I thought we were in, not in complete control, but I thought we were fully in control of the game at 2-1 up. A very stupid mistake from a young, inexperienced player as cost us, where he's been petulant, he's been wound up, he's been kicked off the ball, he's been pushed off the ball, he's reacted with the flick out. It's not going to hurt anyone, but you can't do that. And it's funny how obviously the officials don't tend to pick up the first act, but they pick up the retaliation. And obviously going down to 10 men made it difficult for us. It made it a mountain to climb, but in the second half we still had opportunities and chances to extend our lead, but felt that Buckley were coming into it as they would, on a heavy pitch when legs started to tire. And disappointing how the goals were conceded, because Buckley have had a lot of free kicks today in and around our box. For I think the tally was heavily in their favour in terms of free kicks for and against us today. So we've had to defend a lot of things. We felt that the free kick that led up to the second goal wasn't a free kick, and then it goes out for a corner, and then they score from the corner. Where they were very clever at what they did. They had some blocks on corners, and unfortunately, sometimes officials don't see those blocks, and they're clever when teams work on them and score from them. So the second goal came from a block, and the third goal came from a finish with the lad 3 yards offside. And it's difficult to take, but take nothing away from Buckley. They're a good team, and they did well today. But their manager came to us, and said that himself he knew that the third goal was offside. So it's hard to take when you hear that.
Yeah, tough decisions like that are hard to take, especially in defeat. But we might have got something out of it with Aaron White hitting the post at the end. Does that say a lot about the effort that we continue to put in despite going down and 10 men?
Yeah, and I think that would have been fitting if that had gone in at the end and we'd have salvaged a draw, because we went for it at 3-2. We didn't want to sit there and just try and keep it tight. We had to go and try and get something out of the game, and we tried something a little bit different in the last 5 or 6 minutes. And Az has come inside, he's had a great shot. I thought it was going in bottom corner for all the world, and it's come off the inside of the post. We've got Sam Duffy and Ollie Buckley following up, and somehow it's managed to bounce in between them. And when that happens in the last few minutes of the game, you probably know it today wasn't quite supposed to be your day. So we dust ourselves down, we take the positives from it, and the positives are we've got a really honest group of players who work their socks off and do everything that's asked of them, and want to do their very, very best for this football club. And we saw that in abundance today with the lads who've gone out onto the pitch, and the lads that are on the bench supporting that group. So we were missing a few today with Alec Williams, Alex Jones, Ian Griffiths being unavailable, obviously, and Warren Adam was unavailable until very late on, so was only able to make the bench. So it shows the strength and depth in our group. I thought Macaulay Taylor was fantastic when he came on today as another young lad. We saw Sam Duffy scored in the reserves again last night, and we saw enough there, but we wanted to give him some more game time today, and he did well. So we've got a good strength in depth, but unfortunately maybe today we just fell a little bit short in some key areas.
Yeah, is that it now? Is it a case of just putting this behind you as quickly as possible, looking ahead to Holyhead and getting on with it?
Yeah, of course. It's we've been on a great run. I don't think we fully deserved our run to come to an end today, based on the performance. But we've got to dust ourselves down, take the positives out of it, and if we'd got beat today and we weren't tactically right, or they were causing us problems in areas and we couldn't find the problem to them, there'd be something to be concerned about. However, we were 2-1 up when it was 11v11. The problems have come on the back of being down to a numerical disadvantage, and ultimately that's what's cost us. So we go again, we regroup in the week, we look to Holyhead, who obviously are going to be fighting for points next week, and we got to try and put things right and start another run between now and the end of the season. And we'll take great sort of heart in the fact that we've had a great run, and it takes something like today's events to conspire against us to lose. So if that's what it takes to beat us, and we've got to make sure if our standards are high for the rest of the 10 games, it'll take something big to beat us again.
Cheers, Gibbo.
So